See, this Brahmin bashing has been going on for a long time. We know that. But looks like this has been taken to the next step now when somebody talks about genocide of Brahmins, right? In the last, say, several decades, has this concept or has this thought about genocide come up earlier?
See, the thought of genocide or the point of view of genocide hasn't happened after Evera period. Because Karunanidhi, who was a DMK Supremo, he probably distanced himself from some of these. He also, of course, continued the Hindu hatred. He continued with the Brahmin bashing, but in action, he actually distanced himself from those things. But this government, which the Christian missionary claimed that it is because of their, their vote only, these people have come to power. In fact, one pastor said in a public meeting that this was the arm that they gave. Okay, the government formation or the votes is something, a charity that this Christian missionaries had given to Stalin, and then hope Stalin lives up to that. So this is the open declaration done by a pastor in a public meeting. So we see all these. So today, why this is coming up is, the central government has frozen several missionary accounts, and then brought certain restrictions into FCRA compliances, which the conversion mafia is being impacted a lot. Of course, they are still flourishing, no problem about it. But at least they couldn't do it openly as they were doing it before 2014, and hence they think that the ante against Brahmins, if they up the ante against the Brahmins again, then they may get more popularity. I think the younger generation of even the other communities like the so-called BC, OBC, SC, STs started thinking a lot. Number one, they are competing against Brahmins in the education field. It's not that because Brahmins don't have any reservation. So the first mark of state board or any other IITs or any other competitive exams, or the first 100 marks don't belong to the Brahmins. It belongs to the every mixed community. When you go to the counseling for MBBS or in even in engineering colleges, I'm talking about just in Tamil Nadu, just not across India, but just Tamil Nadu alone, which is talking about Samuga Nidhi, social
Hmm.
justice has been restored, all those. And factually, there are people from all walks of life who are clearing the examination. So they started thinking that this Brahmin bashing or hatred towards a Brahmin is no longer a ploy that these people can sail on. They started asking a question saying that do you undermine my intelligence? Do you think that I am an idiot that 3% Brahmins can influence me and then rule me? Every other walks of the life, there are other castes who are in the leadership position. So they all start asking this question. Though this Dravidian movement will say, "Oh, because of our last 50 years of fight, that is how you have come up to that." No, everybody says that I did hard work, I worked hard, and then only I come up to the situation. What the Brahmin community was doing for them, education was the only way to survive. So they were running after education. So the other communities also has realized the fact that education is the most important thing, and then they actually go after their education, and then they are getting educated a lot, and that realization is coming up to them. And this Brahmin bashing or is not going to be a major success in the second wave of this Brahmin bashing by the Dravidian movement. So they are just trying to see that talking about the genocide. Probably this particular individual may think that he will get an applause from the leadership and then get some positions or get some recognition. But unfortunately, the leadership has not curtailed him from doing that. On top of that, this government was formed only at the mercy of Prashant Kishore, who was a Brahmin, who was a North Indian Brahmin, and Mrs. Durga Stalin even today performs pujas at her home and goes to temple, and
Right.
with the help of the Brahmins. But when it comes to public discourse, these people change their entire thing from anti-Brahmin or Brahmin hatredness. But I think people are woken up to that. Only set of people who have not woken up to this sort of thing is the Brahmins. The Brahmins still go and vote for DMK. I think that's the biggest blunder they are doing. Whereas the other community have woken up and then saying that they feel humiliated if someone goes and tells them, look, Brahmins are stopping you from getting your positions or getting your recognition or getting your rightful dues. They actually feel humiliated. Only set of community who probably are not impacted by any of these things, or they don't even react to that, is a community from Brahmins who go and vote for DMK, who vote for this, support this Dravidian movement. I think that's where the flaw lies, in my opinion, Anand.
Understood. Understood.